Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from INSMED Incorporated. And let me tell you, it involves some financial maneuvering that's like trying to untangle a particularly stubborn ball of yarn. But hopefully we can make some sense of it a calm before we start. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss all things corporate finance. INSMED, a company in the pharmaceutical business, just finished something called a redemption. It's like paying off a loan early, but instead of a regular loan, it's about something called convertible senior notes. Think of these notes as special IOUs that could turn into company stock. The company has paid off all of those IOUs. This happened on what they call the redemption date, June 6, 2025. The total amount of these notes that hadn't already been turned into stock was about $1.9 million. INSMED paid back 100% of the original amount of these notes plus any interest they owed up to that date. So if you had one of these notes, you got your money back plus a little extra for the time you waited. This whole process was done according to the rules set out in a document called the indenture. This document is basically the contract between INSMED and the people who owned the notes, and it spells out how things like this redemption should happen. Now, what does all this mean? Well, it means INSMED had some debt and they've now paid it off. Paying off debt can be a good thing because it means the company has less interest to pay and is less risky. It also simplifies their financial picture. Let's step back for a second. INSMED is a company focused on developing drugs for serious diseases. They're trying to create medicines for conditions that don't have good treatments right now. Paying off these notes could free up some cash for them to put towards developing those drugs or other important things. What are the consequences of this move? First, it simplifies INSMED's financial structure by getting rid of this particular type of debt. This might make it easier for investors to understand the company's finances. Second, it reduces INSMED's future interest payments, which means they'll have more money available for other things. And third, it could be seen as a sign of financial strength because it shows that INSMED has the cash to pay off its debts. Now let's talk about what we don't see in this report. This report focuses on paying off the debt. It does not talk about how well INSMED's drugs are selling, how much money they're making overall, or what new drugs they're working on. So while paying off the debt is good, it's only one piece of the puzzle. To get a full picture of INSMED, you'd need to look at other reports and information as well. In conclusion, INSMED has paid off some debt, which is generally a positive thing. It simplifies their finances, reduces their interest payments, and could be seen as a sign of strength. However, it's important to remember that this is only one piece of the company's story, and you need more information to get a complete picture. Looking at INSMED, I'd say they're taking steps in the right direction by cleaning up their balance sheet. But like any company in the drug business, the real key is whether they can develop and sell successful drugs. Some risks INSMED faces is the risk of their drugs not working or not getting approved by regulators. Another risk is that they might not have enough money to keep developing new drugs. However, they have opportunities such as finding a new drug that becomes a blockbuster and makes a lot of money. Alright, that's our breakdown of INSMED's latest filing. What's your take on these moves and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.